Oh, that's fine.
Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? Come on, how are you? I'm Mark Palchik, and I love DC.
I love Burlington.
I'm sorry to hear that. But you know, it's getting so expensive, right? I mean, you have no idea what it costs these days to buy a politician. You know what? And they're just not worth it. We had a DC politician that tweeted, "The Jews control the weather." The Jews, really? We haven't been able to control the weather since we left Egypt the first time. And besides which, if we really had that superpower, we'd just keep Manhattan warm. So growing up Jewish in the 60s, I learned to follow the golden rules. Golden rule number 1, do unto others as you would do unto yourself. Golden rule number 2, he who has the gold rules. Golden rule number 3, never, ever put cheese on your ham sandwich. And my parents were very liberal. They let me date whoever I wanted, just so long as she was Jewish. Which wasn't a problem because the non-Jewish girls wouldn't talk to me. Well, all right, the Jewish girls wouldn't talk to me either. But to be honest, I wasn't all that interested in talking. And growing up a nerd in the 60s was tough. I mean, obviously, dating was out. There were no home computers, so no video games. Yeah, so I turned to sports. I was very, very good at baseball, card collecting. And in high school, it was boxing. I was my high school's #1 punching bag. In fact, I had a skinhead that beat me up just so he could see my horns and tail. What an idiot! I got rid of those when I was circumcised. Yeah, and the toughest part about growing up Jewish in the 60s was the religion. I mean, we had no Christmas trees, so no presents. We had no Easter bunny, so no candy. We had no foreskin, so no... Oh, never mind. So listen, I have been with the... Finally got it, didn't you? I have been with the same woman for 50 years. Yeah, she is a saint. I, on the other hand, am clueless. Before I started doing stand-up, I thought that dating apps were short for dating appetizers. You know, the thing before dating dinners? I thought that Tinder was how people like their meat. I am so old that on the subway, pregnant women give me their seat. But I got a great pickup line. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. But I'll tell you, I really screwed up. I thought that hooking up meant having a meal. I found out the hard way when I asked my secretary if she wanted to hook up for dinner.
What did she say?
Yeah, that was not a very good conversation with HR. But I can be hip, I can. I went to Adam and Eve off the street for my wife's birthday and I got her a vibrator. Yeah, she loves it. Yeah, she uses that damn thing every day. It's buzz, moan, buzz, moan. Finally, I couldn't take it any longer. I broke into the bathroom. I said, "Babe, save some for me." And she said, "But Mark, it feels so good on my neck." So listen, I have no problem getting older. But thank you very much. Wait till she finds out how to really use it. I'm really in deep shit. I have no problem getting older. You know, because death is so limited. But the problem I do have is all the bars on this street that have signs that say no one over the age of 60 admitted without accompanying child. And I hate the fact that my boss is 20 years younger than I am. And when I go in for my annual review and I tell her all the great things I've done for her and the firm and all the money I brought in, she looks at me and she goes, "Does this Instagram filter make me look executive?" Oh, and by the way, you're fired. We need your office for the intern. Well, you know, at least I'm too old to die young. But I still have vim in my vigor. Oh, yes, I do. Do you know that I am younger than at least 4 of the 2020 candidates? Yeah, I take people your age for comedy walks every single weekend. And I take my dog for a walk every day, twice a day. Except you know that damn dog? He stops every 10 minutes so I can pee. But you know what I really hate is flying. I hate being at 30,000 feet and having no control over your fate. I hate the fact that I got on this flight from DC to Dallas last weekend. It was so turbulent. And then we got to Dallas. We circled forever until the pilot came on and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Dallas is closed because of weather, and we're going to have to make an emergency landing. And it's going to get a little rough, so please, stow your tray tables, stow your belongings, and please, remove your eyewear." Remove my eyewear? Isn't that what they say right before they say, bend over and kiss your ass goodbye? But it was rough. It got Tina Turner rough. It got so rough that my seatmate Alice grabbed my arm and she goes, "Oh my, I am being punished for having a glorious affair in D.C. And just as she said that, the plane goes up on one wing, nose down, overhead spot, oxygen deploys, and then the plane levels out. "Ladies and gentlemen, Dallas is clear, landing in 2 minutes." Hallelujah! The plane erupts in applause, except for Alice. Oh my. When I thought we were going to die, I texted my husband and I admitted my mortal sin. Oh, Alice, you are an idiot. Don't you know that what happens in D.C. fucks the rest of the country? I'm Mark Palchik. Come join me on a comedy walk.